Many things I admire about Alex is in any given situation, if you tell him to do something just for the fun of it, he will always 100% do it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any examples of that not happening.
Do you love fun?
I do really like it. Do you?
I want to like it.
I like it.
Well, he's a great example of someone who just has no barrier to fun. He's removed all fun barriers. So if you say, eat this thing, well, the obvious example is we went to on a night out, and he was told Rosie Jones happened to come into the same place, and he was told by Rosie, it was at the Great Show Club, he was told by Rosie Jones to go and pick up a giant glass case with a stuffed owl in it and bring it to her. And it was very obviously something that was going to upset people if it was moved. It was obviously some sort of Great Show heirloom that has sat watching cocaine-fueled parties over the years and shouldn't be moved. And there was no pause between him being asked to go and get the owl and him going to get the owl and the subsequent, clash with staff.
Yeah.
Why don't you have the? So Greg mentioned he has a fear of authority. Why don't you have that?
Well,
Alex?
can I say also, there was no drugs involved that night, but I was quite drunk. And the next morning,
when I said cocaine fueled in the Great Show, I was
It's
referring
the
to
environment.
the 90s.
You're thinking of Alex James and
Alex and I are clean living boys.
Yeah.
But it has got a history of such.
but I was quite drunk. And the next morning, I got a text message from Rosie, and it said, "Alex, it was wonderful to finally properly meet you last night. What fun! Thank you for bringing the owl to the table." And I had no recollection of the incident, and I didn't know what bringing the owl to the table means.
do you think it was a euphemism?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have a clue, so I had to phone up. I think either you or Tim. He was here as well.
Can I tell you about mine and Alex's camping trip that we did together?
Yes, I'd love to hear that.
Well, we went camping. We arrived at the campsite.
Is this just the two of you?
No, we were with friends.
And a
shall we
dog.
say?
And a dog.
And a dog. We arrived at the campsite. We set up the camp. 20 minutes, something like that. We got out a barbecue ready for food. And then, within 10 minutes, we drank so much that neither of us remember any of the rest of the trip.
I think it was a 2-hour evening, and then we went.
And
to bed.
I genuinely don't remember anything of the trip, apart from waking up going, "Oh my God." The last thing I remember is me saying, "Shall we have a barbecue?" I went on tour years ago with Ed Gamble as my support. And we were in Norwich, and there was only one place to have a drink in Norwich, it seems. And it turned out to be a student night. And so we walked in, and the in-betweeners connection for me sort of meant there was a queue of people there all night. And the manager said, if you stay and tolerate this, I'll just buy all your drinks all night. So Ed and I just sat at the bar and just had a big row of people having pictures taken of me. And Ed hadn't done a lot of TV at the time, so they were primarily having pictures of me. And every single time, I must have had 400 pictures that night, and every single time he took a picture of me with someone, he deliberately cut my head off it. So that they would go away thrilled, and then they would come back and join the queue. And by the time they got to the front again, they'd be like, "He cut my fucking head off." And he did it all night. It was a long-form joke that I found genuinely hilarious.
Oh, that's fantastic.